it's Alaska Granny. What are the most important items for female preppers? Well, the most important item, I think, is information. You need to know how to do the things that you need. You need to learn how to build a fire, how to purify water, how to pitch a tent, how to repair things, and most importantly, how to depend on yourself. Lots of society thinks of women as being pampered and not having the skills that would be required to take care of everything that you need. It's simply not true that women can't do the things that they need to. But when it comes to prepping, there is a skill set that we need to pay attention to. Male or female, it doesn't matter. If you haven't had the opportunity to build a fire, you don't know how to do it. So we have to learn the skills for the things that we want to be able to do throughout our lives. If you've never built a fire, this is a great time to learn about it. Take some time to learn what are the easiest fire starters. How do you stack a fire so that it lights easily? What would you do if the weather was bad, it was cold, windy, wet, or snowy? How can you make sure you can still light a fire? These are things everyone needs to know, and they can learn. We just need to be aware of the things that we need to know. These are skills we can all learn and practice doing, so we then are capable of doing it. Learning to purify water is as simple as finding a water purification system, a pump, something like a life straw that will purify the water that you need. Find the kind that means the most to you. Do you want to be able to purify water in your home? Do you want to be able to purify water from a stream? There are many different types and styles of water filters. Find one that's the most simple for you to use, that you understand how to use it, and it works with the way that you live and any emergencies that you foresee that you would have to deal with or encounter. Emergency shelter in times of need can be as simple as a tent. Maybe you want a simple camping tent to store with your bug-out bag. Figure out one that is in your price range that seems like it would fit your family and your needs, and practice setting it up, whether it's in your home, your yard, so that you know how to use it if you needed to. It could be a life tent. It's an emergency tent that's like a tube tent. Whatever kind of tent you choose, if it's something as simple as a life tent, all the way up to a backpacking tent, make sure you understand how to set it up and you're able to do it with ease so that you won't have a problem in an emergency situation. Learn to repair things. It can be as simple as an eyeglass repair kit, a sewing kit, a set of screwdrivers, basic tools. Make sure you have a set of basic tools, you're familiar with how to use them, and you have staples, nails, screws, the things that would go with it that would make them useful. Then build a stockpile of food. Choose foods that your family's familiar with, shelf-stable foods that are easy to open and eat. Stockpile simple foods, canned foods, packaged foods, foods that you can tear open and eat. Get some can openers. Have a camp stove or a way to heat up the food should you lose power in your home. When you're storing food, think of it in meals. What can I make for breakfast? What can I make for lunch? What can I make for dinner? It can be simple as granola bars, crackers and peanut butter, cans of chili. There are all kinds of different combinations of things you can put together to make meals from your stored food. Make sure that you have a variety from meats to fruits, vegetables, crackers, and then make sure that you pay attention to the date on those and that you're rotating your stored foods so that they don't expire. Some foods will last past the expiration date, but we don't want to rely on that. We want to rely on having the foods that we need in times of need. Learn to use basic foods so that you can make simple meals to keep your family fed and going, even if it turns into a day after day situation. It doesn't have to be a catastrophe. It could be as simple as a power outage, a winter storm, you've lost your job, you've run out of money before you've run out of month. It can be a great comfort to turn to your pantry and be able to continue to feed your family no matter what the circumstances. Make sure you have some sturdy, practical clothes as part of your wardrobe, but then also make sure that you have them with you. If there's an emergency while you're at work, you can put on your tennis shoes and run away. You can't escape from things if you only have high heels. Have them a part of your wardrobe, keep them in your car, and make sure you have a change of clothes in your bug-out bag. Knowledge is key. The more you know, the safer you'll be, the more you'll be able to deal with what comes because you can be creative. Look at the things you have, you've learned, you've stockpiled. You'll know how to cope and use those things to make what you need to keep you safe, keep your life together. One of the most important items, whether you're a female or a male, is information. So continue to read, learn new things, practice the skills you know, pay attention to your surroundings so that you know what's coming your way. Learn more at alaskagranny.com. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.